Hey everyone, welcome back to Cards in the Wall. This week we're going to be taking a look at some recent card purchases that I made when I was in Mooresville, North Carolina. So some of these are going to be autographed, some aren't. But there's also some hero cards and even a book. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it here. I was at Main Street Antiques, and if you saw last week's video, I picked up a bunch of diecasts from booth 34. But I also picked up some cards here, as we can try and get this phone to what's it called, focus up here. So this is pro set here, 50 cards of the official Petty Family Racing Collection. So we'll go ahead and just go through these, review these real quick. I counted them up. There are 50 cards in here, but you can see this is, just a group of cards that they released for the Petty family. This was, let's see, when was this? 91, I think, right? Yeah, 1991. So pretty cool. They got the whole family in there. There's Maurice and Lee Petty. So there's what the Petty Racing Enterprises complex looked like in 1990. There you go, a little closer look there. So yeah, this is just a little box of cards here. I have no idea how many of these that they made. I have to imagine that this was, printed pretty far and wide in 1991. Obviously, coming up to the end of Richard Petty's career there. But yeah, so, each of these cards has a nice little picture on it. It's got the year and the description, but it's also, it also has some nice, stats and stories on the back, too. So, kind of a nice history piece there to just go back and look at some stories and some images from one of racing's most famous families. I would say, probably the Andrettis, the Pettys, maybe the Allisons. Who's the other one? The Unsers. Those are like the racing royalty families, I guess you could say. Obviously the Earnhardts as well. So yeah, I just thought this was kind of a cool little pickup here. Look at this one here. The Winning Begins. Look at that. Greensboro, North Carolina, number 42. What car was that? Let's see. Speedway. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. How about that? Look at that. Pittsburgh. Way up there, up in the north. Petty Fish. It doesn't say what car that was. I really would have. Anybody know what car that is? Let me know. That's quite a little one. Look at this one here. Flying through the air, wrecked. But yeah, I just thought this was kind of cool. We'll go ahead and just finish since we almost got all the way through the end of the box here. We'll just go ahead and finish the rest of the cards for you. Back in the old days here, look at this. Whew, getting in the dirt. Nice convertible series there. First race. Photo finish. There you go. That's a historic one. Was this Darlington? Oh, no. Daytona. Okay. Yeah, so I thought ooh, there's a wreck. Look at that engine sitting there. What in the world? Holy smokes. But yeah, so I thought this was a cool little box. It was only a couple bucks, maybe like $5 or $6. So went ahead and picked it up. Not something that I would have thought about, but sometimes when you're out looking around and looking for cards and other collectibles, sometimes if you've never seen something before, the time to pick it up is when you see it, they say. A couple other cards here. So this one came in a pack here. So these are Burger King Racing all-metal collector's cards. This is from Dale Earnhardt, card 4, 1, 2, and 3. Like that they had the third card in the black pack. That's very nice. We'll probably open these up in a different video because it's kind of a pack there. So I just picked those up. That was at a booth that had a whole bunch of Dale Earnhardt items. They also had this Dale Earnhardt card. This is Wheels Racing, and this is a gold edition hologram you can see here. So there's your authenticity ticket there, out of this world. So this is number 120,369 out of 125. So 120,369 out of 125. There you go. There you can kind of see it. Looks like, now to me, I know that this is the world here, but and it's like the number 3 car is like blasting off into space. But there he is, also hovering in space, is Dale Sr. Out of this world, you see 1980. Let's see. Can we get the other one? 86. But this is kind of tough to pick up on camera. 87, 90. It should be 93 down there at the bottom. But, yeah. Boy, that really is tough to get on camera there. 91. Wow, can you actually... There you go, 91. There you go. So, pretty cool. Here's the back. There you go. 80, 86, 87, 90, 91. So, there you go. 5-time champion. Still had yet 2 more to go. So, I thought this was kind of cool. I'd never seen one before. There's 125,000 of them out there, so I don't think it, obviously not the rarest thing in the world, but pretty cool. Saw it, and like I said, never seen one before, so I went ahead and picked it up. Also saw this little pack. This is for the 1992 Fan Appreciation Tour for Richard Petty, so a farewell tour for the King. So I thought that was pretty neat. This looks like the Tricky Triangle, perhaps. So, no, it says Norfolk Wilkes-Barre. So why was it a triangle? I don't know. That made me just think of Pocono. But anyway, so we'll probably open this up in another video later on this year with just a whole bunch of packs we'll open. So after I was at the antique mall, I went ahead and went over to the North Carolina Racing Hall of Fame and Museum. And they had a lot of diecasts there too. They also had some cards in binders, some loose cards. And they also had these. So this is a sealed Trax factory sealed there. This is race cards from 1992, if I'm not mistaken here. So I thought it was cool. Oh no, 91. There you go. So Trax 91. I thought this was kind of neat. The shape of the box is obviously, a stock car. I thought that was pretty cool. There you go, Charlotte, North Carolina. So it's still sealed. It's got a little bit of a ding here. You can see the package, the box there is dented. But this was pretty cool. I don't know if I'll open this. I think it's kind of more interesting in its sealed, form here. And the fact that, the look of the box is a car. I don't know. I just thought this was cool. I don't think it's really collectible or rare in any sort of the term, but yeah, just thought it was cool, so I picked that one up. That was a nice one. The folks there, by the way, were really, really super duper nice, and yeah, they were really helpful. They chatted with us, and yeah, it was just really really nice folks, really nice museum as well, plenty of race cars. If you haven't been there yourself, I would recommend checking that out. But one of the reasons why we went there is there was an autograph session going on. So there was 3 retired drivers that were there, and they also had these hero cards that some of them were being autographed. But they also had some stacks there in the museum of some other just unautographed or unsigned hero cards. So yeah, I figured I'd just show you a couple of these here. So there you go, Jeff Bodine, Junior Johnson, Budweiser, Thunderbird. So this is like a postcard size almost, maybe a little bigger than that. So that's a pretty nice photograph there of a classic. I mean, look, it's very simple, but I think it works. It's just a red car with some white lettering, but I think somehow it works. So yeah, pretty neat there. Then here we go. This was one of the drivers that was on site that particular day, Jimmy Means, the Alka-Seltzer car. Now, I thought this was neat because this is a order form for the Alka-Seltzer racing merchandise. So look at this. Not only do you get a hero card, but this is full of Alka-Seltzer shirts, jackets, hats, patches. And you could see there that, there's your sizes and your cost. And you would basically, pick which item you want here, fill this portion out and mail it in. And, yeah, you would get your Alka-Seltzer racing merchandise. So I thought this was kind of cool. And look at this signature. So there it was, the printed facsimile signature on the hero card. And there's Jimmy's current day signature. So I think look at, you could read it. Obviously I know that this says Jimmy Means, but I mean, if you didn't, I think you could maybe piece that together. But Jimmy Means, I almost think the in-person signature looks better than the facsimile one they have down here in the corner. So, yeah, he was one of the drivers that was there on site. Here you go. Look at this one. This is a bright card. Stanley Racing here. The 1995 Busch schedule. So they give you the not only some information about the schedule of races that they had that particular year in 1995, but they'll also give you some information about the driver, in this case, Larry Pearson. So pretty cool. We also have an old Mark Martin one. This was pretty nice. The old Folgers car there. Here's the back of it there. First class postage. So there you go. There's some information on the back of that one there. Here we go. Hut Strickland was another one of the drivers that was on site for autographs that particular day. So this is the Hills Brothers car. I think this is actually printed on like a photo. So that's printed like on a photo stock there. So pretty cool. He signed that for us. Very nice of him. Here's another one. Junior Johnson, the Bud 11 car, this time with Bill Elliott. I love this photo op. They got the brick flooring there, the blue in the background, the offset the red car. Pretty nice looking there. There's the back of this one. Bill Elliott Fan Club. Look at that. Dawsonville, Georgia, of course. So that was another unsigned one. But here we go. This is a cool one. So Donnie Allison was there, and this is his hero card. And so obviously Hall of Fame autograph here. But you could see there's some NASCAR. There's some like open wheel, like USAC stuff. There's obviously the Indy cars. So pretty darn cool. We got two of those. Here's what the back looks like. There you go. Some information on Mr. Allison there. That was very nice of him and all three of these drivers, Hut Strickland and Jimmy Means as well, to donate their time. I think this was part of a charity drive. So, you paid entry to the museum, and you also got your a little bit extra for the autograph fee for the autographs. But I think that went to some sort of charity event. So here you go. Here's another Hut Strickland, the Smokin' Joe's Racing. That's another good old paint scheme there. Yeah, I think that was a pretty cool, purple. You don't see a lot of purple race cars, but this one was kind of nice. And he even had the number 3 there. Here's an unsigned one. But, yeah, that was nice. And then finally here we got another Mark Martin, another all-time classic paint scheme, the number 6 Ford Thunderbird Valvoline paint scheme. Another great one there. There's the back of this one for Mark Martin. You can pause if you want to read more, but those were the hero cards that we got. But I was also able to purchase a book from Mr. Donnie Allison. So he went ahead and signed this for me, but it's called Donnie Allison As I Recall. I've yet to read this one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. He was there and he signed it for me, and yeah, it was very nice. Donnie Allison with Jimmy Creed, forward by Larry McReynolds. So there are some pictures and things in through here. He talks about his life, his family, people that have helped him along the way. But yeah, I think this was pretty cool. Nice to see this book, and he was offering it in person, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up. So there you go. Nice book there, also autographed by Mr. Allison. And if you watched last week's video, I shared some of the diecasts that I picked up. But some of those diecasts I bought just for, my own personal collection and fun and, nostalgia. But other of those diecasts that I picked up from Booth 34 were specifically so that I could have something for the 3 drivers to autograph. So it was really great how this came together. I knew that I wanted to visit Booth 34, and I did so. And then while we were down there, we found out about the autograph session that was going to be happening the next day at the North Carolina Racing Hall of Fame. So I said, hey, why don't we just pick up some diecast of those drivers and get them autographed? So first off, we have Jimmy Means here. So I bought a 91 Jimmy Means diecast. If you watched last week's video, you'll see that one. It did not have the card. That's because I took the card out and I got it autographed. So this is the card that would normally be with the little 1/64th die cast. So yeah, just kind of cut that out and got it autographed. And I bought 3 Hutch Strickland die casts. So here you go. Here's an older one. And then here's 2 of the Circuit City. So 1996 and 1998 there. The Circuit City number 8, which was another favorite old paint scheme of mine. So 2 there from Hutch Strickland. And then the final one here of Mr. Donnie Allison. I just pulled this one from Donruss. You see it up there. Donruss Legends. He autographed it. Donnie Allison right there. And this was from 2018 Panini. So I really, I brought this one with me and got it signed along with all of those hero cards and everything else that you saw in this video when we made the drive up to Mooresville. So yeah, thanks for following along these past 2 weeks as we took a look at, you know, some recent pickups for me. Hope you enjoyed. We'll get back to opening up some packs next week, and I'll see you then. Bye.